This is the story of the Big Brow 8. Coming into this year, we had 2 previous years of experience with this buck. We had encounters with this buck in late October, and he always shied away from bow range and was just on the outer edge. He was actually very sporadic when it come to season. He was there in the summer and there, like I said, in late October, but sporadic. We had multiple trail cam pictures of this buck, and it finally come to this summer, and I got my cameras out, and I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I was going to expect a bachelor group to come by now and then, but it was within the first week, and he was on camera. He didn't change much from the year before, just super tall brow tine still, and you could pick him out of the crowd super easily. So I come to it, and I realized that he was a mature buck, and he wasn't changing any, and I wanted him to come in range for me to be able to harvest with my bow, and I guess this is the story of the Big Brow 8. It's October 16th today. Had a cold front in 2 days ago, but it's on the back half of this cold front, so it's still fairly cool. I have a southeasterly wind, so right here in my face, it's great for this stand. I'm hoping I can catch some deer coming out to this corn behind me. I got a big pasture in front of me with tree lines on each side where they funnel down in between and come out to this corn. So, as you can tell, I set up a camera, and I had a pretty hefty walk in. It's about 5 o'clock now. I didn't spook anything on the way in, so I think we're good there. It's just gonna sit and be patient now, and hopefully have some deer in front of me. watch him forever. And I drew back and I had to hold back forever. There's so many does. I was expecting him to turn broadside, but he kept coming straight at me. And then, I think that's 13 yards right where I shot him. I moved. I moved in, and then he looked up, and I thought it was now or never, so I shot him in the chest, and he was hurting pretty good. I'm not 100% confident, but that's the big brow 8. He's been on this farm. I guess I've had trail cam history of him. It's the 3rd year now. He's a 4-year-old. Really big 8-pointer, and my heart was pounding through my ribs. And I'm shaking so bad. He went crashing in the woods, and I was seeing my LED knock a little bit. I guess I'll keep looking and maybe look at the footage and see where to go from there. Okay, so I finally made it back to the truck. It's been about 50 minutes after legal light, and not feeling super confident about the shot. I watched it back, and I think I got a lot of shoulder. He did duck his tail the last time I saw him, so that gives me a little bit of hope. And I sat there the rest of the time, and I saw my LED knock there for a little bit. I think it was still in him, and then I lost it. And then I kept hearing twigs break and a bunch of ruckus, but it'd be off and on. It wasn't consistent, and it wasn't one and done. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. May give it a couple hours, may give it till morning. Yeah, sucks, but I guess it's part of it.
Alright, so tell them what we're doing today.
It is time to look for the big 8. October 17th it is.
There's deer right there.
It is currently 7 o'clock. Max and I are driving in as of now. Going to try to get to where we're walking with our face in the wind. Gonna hopefully get on some blood and walk to the ditch that I last saw him in, last heard him in. And then hopefully find him. It's been about 12 hours since the shot. So I don't know what that means, but it should have been plenty long if something was going to happen. It's just really nerve-wracking.
Alright, so I just spotted the deer. Tucker hasn't seen it yet. We walked all the way up to the woods, and we walked back down to find a bunch of blood. And I took 2 steps to my left. He's laying right there. Tucker's gonna walk up on him for the first time now.
You're not jacking him?
I'm not. He's right there.
He didn't go far at all.
Uh-uh.
Well, it's the next morning. Max and I put in a little bit of work this morning. Wasn't a whole lot of blood. It was a chest shot. Actually, I hit him more in the shoulder than what I wanted to, but eventually found a big pile of blood, and he wasn't very far away. I honestly probably could have checked last night. He's pretty dang stiff this morning. It is pretty dang cold for middle of October, but October 17th here in North Missouri. Really pumped. We didn't really have a unique name for this guy. We just called him the Big Brow 8. We've had, I mean, he was describable at 2.5 years old. So 2.5, pictures at 3.5, and this year he's at least 4, if not 5. And doesn't really change much, but a really awesome hunt. Really mature deer. I'm super proud of myself, and I'm done early here in Missouri for the early archery season. So thanks for watching.